You're listening to When Liberty Remembers, the Republic Emerges, a series for the ones who feel the shift, the ones who know something is wrong but can't always name it. This is where the forgotten architecture of freedom is revealed. One truth, one gate, one awakening at a time. Let's begin. Season 3, The Architects of Their Own Freedom. Season 3 reveals the turning point. The moment citizens stop being subjects and begin shaping their own freedom with intention, clarity, and courage. Season 3, Episode 5. The moment you stop trying to prove yourself. There's a moment in every awakening where something inside you simply lets go. Not with anger, not with resignation, not with bitterness. Just a quiet, grounded, soul-deep knowing. I no longer need you to understand me, for me to understand myself. This episode is about that moment, the liberation that arrives the second you stop trying to justify your clarity to people who can't see their own reflection yet. The exhaustion phase comes first. Before the calm arrives, there is fatigue. You try to explain your boundaries, your intuition, your discomfort, your awareness, your perspective, your experiences, your decisions, your truth. And you are met with disbelief, dismissal, projection, defensiveness, deflection, minimization, spiritual immaturity. You try harder, you speak softer, you give examples, you bend your language, you dial down your discernment, you compromise your clarity. You shrink your truth so they can swallow it without choking. But it never works because the problem was never the wording. The problem is readiness. You realize you cannot make the blind see. People don't see you based on your truth. They see you based on their wounds, fears, illusions, and limits. You eventually realize you cannot argue someone into self-awareness. You cannot explain someone into emotional maturity. You cannot prove someone into accountability. You cannot awaken someone who's committed to sleeping. You cannot make someone hear what their spirit refuses to acknowledge. And so the exhaustion becomes a revelation. This isn't my job anymore. The shift from proving to simply being. One morning, or maybe one moment, your system snaps into place. Not a collapse, a click. That inner click is awakening, leveling up. It sounds like, believe me or don't, I know what I know. My peace matters more than your approval. My clarity doesn't need consensus. My intuition has a better track record than your denial. I'm done translating myself into your language. You stop over-explaining. You stop defending. You stop justifying. You stop negotiating your own clarity. You stop asking blind people to describe the painting. This shift is not arrogance, it's alignment. You become unmanipulable. People can only manipulate you as long as you seek their approval, need their validation, crave their understanding, depend on their interpretation. Once you no longer need any of it, their power dissolves instantly. You become the one thing systems, manipulators, and fragile egos fear most: self-defined. That is emotional sovereignty. That is spiritual adulthood. That is the beginning of true freedom. Your value stops being negotiable. You stop trying to earn your worth. You stop performing for connection. You stop proving for intentions. You stop explaining your boundaries. You stop justifying your healing. You stop apologizing for your clarity. You stop begging people to see what God already confirmed. You finally understand some people will never recognize your value because your value threatens their comfort, and that is not your burden to carry. The day you stop trying to prove yourself is the day you become impossible to diminish. Your awakening does not require witnesses. Your clarity does not need permission. Your truth does not demand applause. You know who you are now, and that is enough. In season 3, you are no longer awakening. You are building. Brick by brick, choice by choice. You're becoming an architect of freedom. This has been another chapter of When Liberty Remembers. If this stirred something in you, if you felt a door open, good. The Republic is waking, and those who listen, join us for the next episode and step deeper into the architecture of your own freedom.